Matt Rhule is not playing around. What's up, football fans? Welcome back to my channel where I talk about anything and everything football related. Today I want to talk about the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the wave of commitments they've had over the past few days. Just this week they've landed 7 new commitments and some pretty big names at that. Let's start with one of the highest rated recruits Big Red Nation has landed this decade. 4-star tight end Carter Nelson announced that he'll be staying home and committing to the Cornhuskers. He's the top recruit in the state and the number 2 tight end in the country according to 24/7 Sports. Carter actually plays 8-man football up in Ainsworth, Nebraska. As you can imagine, he's a man amongst boys as last season he recorded 25 total touchdowns, 525 yards receiving, over 760 yards rushing, 663 yards passing, and had 6 interceptions and 3 sacks on defense. All of that in just 9 games. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Matt Rhule is not playing around. He was able to land Carter over powerhouses like Georgia, Penn State, and Notre Dame. Carter's commitment now gives Rhule the top 4 recruits in the state of Nebraska and 6 of the top 10. Earlier in the week, we saw Dae'Vonn Hall and Isaiah McMorris announce they will be committing to Nebraska over schools like Iowa, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. They are the number 2 and 3 recruits in Nebraska and play at Bellevue West High School along with 3-star quarterback Daniel Kewan, who committed to the Cornhuskers back in May. He is the 4th overall recruit in the state. They aren't just dominating in Nebraska though. Matt Rhule and his staff have flexed their connections in the Lone Star State as well. 3-star running back Kewan Lacy announced his commitment to Nebraska Monday evening. He becomes the 6th commitment from Texas, joining guys like Mario Buford, Ian Flint, and Braylon Prude, who recently also just committed. Kewan Lacy plays for Lancaster High School and is used all over the field for the Tigers. He runs a 10.8 100-meter dash and uses that speed to do damage anytime he gets the ball. They would also land 3-star safety Rex Guthrie on Monday as well. He is currently ranked as a top 12 player in Colorado by 24/7 Sports. On Tuesday, they received the commitment from the number 1 player in Montana, Quinn Clark. He's a 6'5" wide receiver from Bozeman, Montana, and is somewhat of a diamond in the rough. Nebraska is his only D1 offer, but was able to land the offer from balling out at a Nebraska camp. His father, Quinn Clark, played for the Cornhuskers from 1987 to 1989. Of course, Matt Rhule struggled and flamed out quickly with the Panthers, but there's no doubt in my mind he's one of the top head coaches in college football. Not only did he turn Temple into a top 25 program, winning 10 games in back-to-back seasons, he was able to repeat his success with the Baylor Bears program that was dealing with one of the biggest scandals in recent college football history. In the span of 3 seasons, he took a 1-11 team and turned it into a team that was fighting for a playoff spot. And he did that without landing any recruits inside the top 200 during either one of those stops. In his short time in Lincoln, he's already landed 2 prospects inside the top 75. So I think it's safe to say things could get real interesting for Big Red Nation pretty soon. They currently have the number 14 recruiting class in the 2024 cycle and are high on the list for some other big name recruits. 4-stars Grant Bricks and Ernest Campbell are the only 2 recruits of the 14 that visited this past weekend that haven't committed to Nebraska. This will by far be the best class Matt Rhule has been able to recruit, and that should have Cornhuskers fans very excited. It's been a long, depressing wait for Nebraska to get back to relevancy, but the wait might finally be over. But let me know in the comments, do you think Matt Rhule can turn around Nebraska? And let me know who you think the next recruit will be to pick the Cornhuskers. You can catch some of my other videos right here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Until then, peace.